Hello and welcome! Today we're in Tomarang, and in this video I'll show you my tips on how to clutter up your space. I love cluttering up homes in The Sims because it's really a game changer. So to demonstrate how powerful it really can be, I've built two identical spaces and I'm going to decorate one and leave the other undecorated so that you can see the difference. And while we do this, I'll show you my tips and things that I do normally to make a space look a little bit more cozy and comfortable. So let me show you what I did. First of all, I want to make it clear that I only used base game items, so anything here you can make without using any of the packs. So the first tip is something you probably already know about. When you want to put in a counter, there are those little cogs that you can click on, and that allows you to see different kinds of counters, and it allows you to put more variety in your build. So you'll see over here I'm just deleting all of the items that I think I can replace, and then making use of those end pieces, the right end piece, the left end piece. And when you do cabinets, you can do exactly the same thing with the cabinets. It allows you to use end pieces, and in this case it demonstrates it really nicely because you can see the end pieces look way different from the other pieces. I especially like these smaller pieces so that I can add in these vents above the stove. It always fits in so perfectly in that little gap. The next thing you'll see me doing all the time is changing the swatches of items that are already there, especially if I want to do a renovation but I kind of don't want to change the structure of what we already have. I'll try out the swatches first and see if I can change the color of the cabinets. It's also free to change the swatches, so if you do want to do a playthrough without using any money cheats, that's a really easy way to upgrade the space and make it look better. Next, I'm going to place in lighting. I love using lights and then making them look smaller, especially when it comes to cabinets. It just makes the space look better because there's lighting shining down onto the cabinet specifically, and it makes the area look more well lit. While we're busy talking about lighting, using natural light and adding in windows where you can also makes the space look better because it adds in that natural light that comes through the window. Then I've spoken about this before, but I sometimes just scroll through all the different decor options that I have, and I place a bunch of things in the world that I really want to use or maybe think I'm going to use later on. If I end up deleting it, that's also fine. It's just a few ideas that I put down, and sometimes I do end up using that clutter later on. It's especially good for clutter because you don't always know what you're going to use, and while I'm building and scrolling through things, I find something that I want to use a little bit later in a different space, and I move it around all the time. Now we get to a tool that I use literally every single time without fail, and it is the Alt key. I play on keyboard and mouse, so you will see me using the Alt key all the time. Over here, I move out the counter. Then I grab whatever I want to move, I hold down the Alt key, and now I can freely place it anywhere because it's snapped to the height of the counter. And then I move the counter right back to where I want it. I love using this in the kitchen all the time, and I'm going to use it several times in this clip, so whenever you spot it, see if you can count how many times I did that. But here's another example. I moved out the counter, then moved the flowers to where I want it to be. It's best if you already have it on the counter because it snaps to that height. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the same tool for the decor and clutter pieces that I want to put on the island in the middle, because I want to put it as close as possible to the sink because that's where I would put it in real life. Now here you see one of the nuances is that you have to move it a little bit further away from the counter. The counter has to be moved out far, otherwise it'll automatically snap to the counter again. The other thing that the Alt key is good for is that it can also rotate things. So if you're holding down the Alt key, you can rotate something in any direction. This is also only possible if you have the Sims 3 camera enabled, so then you can drag your mouse by clicking and then dragging your mouse either side, and then it will allow you to move it in any direction. Another fun one is using the square brackets to upsize and downsize things, and I use this all the time. I use it mostly to downsize things because I feel like a lot of things are a little bit too big in terms of proportions that we would normally have in life, so then I love sizing things down. You'll see that when I snap the counter away, it does actually make something look big again, but it will automatically go back to being small once you've placed it where you want it to be. So another fun one is using paintings and being a little bit more creative with it. So I put the gallery painting on there, the gallery wall, so that you can see that there are options for gallery walls, but you can also make your own gallery wall in The Sims 4 by just placing things and artworks with the Alt key again. So placing them closer to each other or further away, wherever you want to place them, as high as you want to place them, as low as you want to place them. Now, a few people might come at me for this, but I didn't put that desk right in the middle of everything. I placed it a little bit more towards one side, and that's because it doesn't have to be 100% symmetrical to look good, and a lot of times I actually find things look stylistically really good and fit into a space really well, even if it's not 100% in the middle, not symmetrical. It's my favorite thing in The Sims to not place things in a symmetrical manner. Like, I don't have to have a pot plant on either side of this cabinet. I can just put different things all over it. That's one of the best secrets to clutter in general, is that you can place things anywhere and it doesn't have to be the same height, it doesn't have to be symmetrical on either side, and I feel like that actually looks better. Here I'm doing it again with the table. Instead of having it aligned with the kitchen island, I'm moving it to the side, to the right hand side, because it actually looks better over there. Now, sizing things up and down can make you get really creative, because this huge wall hunk is now a peg where you can hang stuff, and it would make sense to have it right here by the door. So thinking about functionally what you could use something for, you can also be a little bit more creative with placements. That also brings me to functionality. Thinking about where you would put things in your real life also helps to put things there in The Sims, because it is a life simulator, so obviously you would put it somewhere where you can actually use it, where it's accessible. But Sims also comes with the added advantage of making anything you could dream of. So even if it's something that's not necessarily functional or accessible, but it does look cute, then you can also add it. I had the idea to add this little coffee station, and that's why I just randomly added it, even though it wasn't part of my initial plan. Also, you are able to change things, or change your color scheme, or change your idea at any point in time, and that's what makes this game so much fun, that you can really change your plan. Or you can place a fridge right next to a window, right next to a counter, and it's not a problem logistically. It would just be fine, and it looks better, and it looks cute. What doesn't look cute though is that the coffee machine is right in the middle of the counter, and there are some ways to counteract this. I just moved my counter into the fridge because it worked. Now, I know we touched lightly on lighting earlier, but adding those sconces instead of using lights from above actually makes the space look so much better, and the lighting made such a huge difference. So let me show you the before and after. Okay, so I've added a little bonus over here where I am also doing the outside and doing the garden, and then sharing some of my ideas with you for the garden. So of course, I think it's super important to add a trim to your roof, and also to add a roof, because it makes the space look so much better and so cute. Then I would recommend putting plants outside of your house, of course, but what they don't tell you is that realistically the landscaping would also look different. So this is a trick I saw someone do on a YouTube video, and since then I have always done it when I do gardening. Adding a different terrain to the bottom of the space where you've put your plants, because that's what it would look like if you have a bedding where you have plants. Adding a little walkway to your house, and adding a trim on the outside or the exterior of your bedding is also super cute. Do you remember the sizing up and sizing down? Well, you can use it with plants as well. You can make them smaller so that they can fit into the bedding, and you can use rocks to put a line around the bedding, and it just makes it look so much more sophisticated, and it looks so cute. I am obsessed with using this, but it does take so much time. This is on 10 times speed, but look how cute it looks afterwards. Thank you so much for watching. That's it from me. Have a wonderful day further, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye.